Alright, this is Bren at Pioneer Mountain Homestead and BrenChucksWood sawmill, and I thought I'd give you a little insight into some of the things we do around here. And today we are going to go and pick up some logs. It is January. It is terribly cold out. I think it was high 20s, low 30s this morning. It's about 7:15 in the morning and we're heading out. In this picture we are coming over the mountains and we're heading into a small town that's nearby us to pick up an oak log, and it's going to be cut into 3 pieces. This log happens to be around 28-29 feet long and about 29 inches in diameter. So by our calculations that should come in somewhere between 8,000 to 9,000 pounds, I believe, for our load. And we're running in the Ford dually, and we have the skid loader behind, as you can see there in the picture. So here we've arrived at the site and the log has been cut into pieces. Chuck already unloaded the skid loader and cut the log into pieces. And in this shot we are loading the first of the 3 logs that we're going to be putting on the trailer. What we do is we load the logs, take them back, unload them, and then come back and get the skid loader. These 3 logs are just too heavy to run my truck with the second trailer, so this is how we have to do it. At least for now, until we get some bigger equipment. And what he's doing right now, he's got the grapple bucket on the skid loader. He's lowering this log down onto the trailer, and I'm going to put a chock behind the log so that it doesn't roll off onto the road. And I try to stay back there. If you ever run equipment, you'll know there's a lot of blind spots on it. So basically, if you're around the equipment, make sure you know where you're at, because sometimes they won't see you. So now that he has the log on the trailer, he's going to push it back to where the chock is, and that'll give enough room to put the second and third log on there. And of course, like I said before, I'm standing back because he cannot see me. I don't know if you can see in the video, there's actually a little piece on this log from where one of the branches was, and it's kind of giving us a little bit of grief because it won't just roll. It's got that little bit in the way. So now I've chalked the other side. It's not going to go back on him. And I'll mention, if it looks like we are struggling to get on and off of this trailer, it's because we have so many layers on. It's so cold to work out in this wind. I'm sure it feels more like it's in the 20s because of the wind factor. It was a very, very windy day. You can't really tell from the video, but it was horrendously windy and cold. And here you see we got the second log in place. And we're ready to put the third log on. The grapple bucket we have on this skid loader we absolutely love. That makes loading and unloading logs so easy, and it also helps when we're putting them on the mill. It just makes it such an easy job to get them on the mill. Highly recommend having grapple buckets on your skid steers, especially if you're going to do a sawmill. And there you see I put the next chock in. Now he's not happy with the way that load is. That log wants to roll, so he's going to pick that log up again and I'm going to get under the bucket and put the chalk in. So I really have to trust him. And here I go, under the bucket, tuck that chalk, and get out of the way. At this point, we chain down the logs to the trailer. I'm getting the one chain started there. In this business, you definitely don't need a gym. These chains are extremely heavy, and just lugging them around all the time, you get some muscles on you. Here we go again. Having trouble getting up on that trailer. I've got so many layers on. We got the chains across the logs at this point, and Chuck's going to ratchet the chain tight. So we're doing pretty good this morning. We left around 7:15. It's now 8:44. That included our drive over the mountain into the small town, and getting the skid loader unloaded and the logs loaded and strapped down, and here we are heading home. This is the mountain that's between us and the neighboring town. We do live in the Appalachian Mountains of Pennsylvania, so we are south central Pennsylvania. And you can see this is a road that's basically cut into the side of a mountain, and you can kind of see the drop off on the other side. It's a little nerve-wracking, and we are actually going only 20 miles an hour down this mountain because of the weight of the truck. They limit the speed that you can do on this mountain. And look what's coming. Another log truck. They're going on one direction, we're going the other. Of course, we gave our friendly wave. Like I said, we are only doing about 20 miles an hour down this mountain. We've got quite a load on, and that's the safest speed that you can go with the amount of tonnage that we're running. So people are passing us. And now here we are back at the second log yard. Our first log yard filled up rather quickly, so now we're putting logs in this area as well. And this just keeps growing. I think that's a good thing, though. Chuck's unratcheting the chains in this picture. We opted to take the logs off with the cant hooks today. We could pull the trailer in exactly where we needed to go, and this seemed like the easiest method. We do have 2 other tractors on the site that we could have used to get the logs off, but this just made sense today, and those logs just came off really nice and easy for us. He did have to take off the little areas where there were branches or limbs, I guess, attached to the logs, and that's what he's doing in these pictures. He's sawing them off so that they're more round and we can just roll the log right off the trailer. There goes our second log. Once again, Chuck is going to cut off where the limb attached to the log, the saw log, so that the entire thing is more round so we can roll it right off the trailer. And here we go, third log. Now remember, these logs are about 3,000 pounds a piece. They're not anything light, that's for sure. I actually think it was easier to roll the logs off the trailer than to get my butt off that trailer. These clothes, when it's this cold, it's just nearly impossible to walk. You're just bundled up. Here we are again, back on the road. We're going back over to fetch our skid loader and bring it back. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye.